Good evening. All right, this is Kicking It with CC. I'm going to go over the review of the Cowboys and the 49ers game. That's what I'm going to discuss. I said I was going to talk about the other games uh, for the playoffs this weekend, but first I'm going to just do one strictly talking about the Cowboys and the 49ers. I am a diehard Cowboys fan. But the way we played last night was like I was watching a Pop Warner on the offense and the defense. 49ers, let me give y'all credit. Y'all came to play. Y'all did that. Within 3-4 minutes, I think they scored. It took us, I think we finally, maybe in the second quarter, we scored. But no pressure was put on a QB for 49ers. No pressure to me. None. We had a few turnovers of penalties, cost us. Being afraid to take risks, take chance. That's how you win championships. Taking risks, take chance. I think twice in the fourth quarter, a fourth down, we didn't go for it. Why? I'm confused. Please explain to me why we did not go for it to try to convert when we was being stopped, wasn't getting nothing, and why we didn't go in the air a lot, why we still sticking to the run game when the run game wasn't working. Please explain that to me. McCarthy, can you please explain that to me? And two, no, better yet, I want Jerry Jones to explain to me because he's running the team. Dak. Y'all might as well put Dak. Let Pollard take his position and be running the first. Let him be the backup to Pollard because he's not getting it. Lackluster all year. Then when Dak got hurt, he had all the farmers he didn't perform. But Jerry, you're paying him all this money, so we know that's one. That's why you're not gonna sit him because you bought your money, Jerry Jones. But he's not cutting it to me. Pollard does better. Pollard make things happen. Zeke, all that trying to do this twisting and turning, going backwards. Go forward and get the yardage. Every time he touched the ball, we lose yardage. Why? And I'm so pissed off, embarrassed. This high performance, and then all of a sudden to be let down with one of our rivalries, the 49ers, and outperform. Defense, our offensive line is weak. You need to replace that whole offensive line. They weak. Ain't no way everybody team is hurt, injuries out. We damn that 100% with our offense and defense. And that's how we perform. That weak offensive line, letting them get through, can't stop nobody. God dog. The penalties. What? Please explain to me what needs to be done and why. This was a do or die. Do or die, win or go home. We playing like we gonna have a game next week. Not sit at home. Sitting on the couch, watching everybody else. That's how it's going. Because we didn't want to take risks. We beat ourselves with penalties. Just not knowing what to do. The players, Dak and the receivers, not on the same page. Wilson, how you feel. I don't understand the ball. You probably would have caught it, but my husband giving you every excuse in the book. And like I told him, I said, well, I wonder if he gonna explain that to Jerry. Well, that he had to go back, turn in, turn this way. Explain it to Jerry. See if Jerry gonna accept those excuses. Y'all getting paid all this money. It's supposed to be America's team and can't produce. Cannot produce. At least with prime time, we knew He was going to produce, talk shit, produce, did what he had to do. This was the time for y'all to show and tell, especially with the 49ers. And look what happened. Once again, we came up short, trying to play catch up. When we're not a catch up team. We're not. I love the Cowboys, but we are not a catch up team. And I give the 49ers they credit. They did that. They won. They came out and played. And just arguing with my brother. He's a 49ers fan. Going crazy about this and that, and then saying, well, y'all got the number one. I was like, please be quiet. What does that mean we have the number one quarterback if we sitting at home? It means nothing in the playoffs. Nothing in the playoffs. If you don't keep going to the next round, to the championship, the Super Bowl, it means nothing. And boiled down to it means nothing. At the end of the day, who's the last two standing? Who walk away with the ring and the trophy? And it's not going to be Dallas. Once again, a big letdown. Couldn't pull it off. Should have pulled it off, but we did not. Why? Costly mistakes, penalties, receivers and the quarterback, QB not on the same page, not syncing. Butterfingers, nobody can catch the ball. Balls slipping through their hands. Balls they not paying attention to. Some calls the refs should have called, they did. Some calls that they called, to me, was unnecessary, shouldn't have been called. And referees, y'all got to go back and look at y'all stuff, what y'all calling, because y'all making calls that can cost people games. Especially when you talking about playoffs and championships. Y'all need to have, to me, in all playoff games, it should be seasoned referees. When I say seasoned, I mean they've been in the game over 6 years or more. Anything 4 and under should not be called in playoff games. That's just my personal opinion. I think when you talking about games like this, where it's do or die, you need to have seasoned referees with 6 or more years out there calling these plays. And they can make mistakes too. Everybody's human. So yes, you can make mistakes. Dak, you supposed to be the captain of the football team. I'm going to need you to do what you're supposed to do, captain. I'm going to need you to talk to your team. You should have been raising hell with your team. That's the only thing. You sitting up here just quiet. You should be talking to your team. If you go back and look at some of them quarterbacks, the greats, when they're upset, you'll see them they might be yelling, talking to their team, receivers, what's wrong? We need to be on the same sheet of music, same page. We need to be syncing what's going on. You ain't do none of that. You want to sit on the bench, go back over plays and look at what you're doing, but you need to be talking to your players too, captain, and made it happen. I should have dug deep. Didn't happen. Could have came back. And then, Dak, you should know the clock. You ran straight up the middle. Why you didn't go to the outside to stop the clock? You know the referee has to touch the ball. Why you didn't give him the ball? You should have just gave him the ball. Or you should have threw it outside, stop the clock, something. And Wilson, because you didn't catch that ball, we probably would have won if you would have caught that ball. So that's on you. It's on the whole team. The whole Dallas Cowboy team. The offensive coordinator, defense coordinator, all y'all need to be fired. If I was Jerry, y'all jobs would be on the line. That's what he need to be telling everybody. Now, I don't know if you're going to be coming back next year. Y'all jobs need to be on the line. Because there's no way we should have lost that game. And Al McCarthy need to have all you players, every last one of y'all, need to be at that Arlington Field doing suicides, all type of shit, since y'all with all them goddamn penalties. The season wouldn't be over with for y'all. Y'all be at Arlington Stadium get drugged. Front, back goals, left, right, all of that. 30, 60, 90s. That's what y'all need to be doing. Y'all need to be doing that. That's what he need to be doing, y'all, for the next few days. 30, 60, 90s. Suicide, front, back goals, left, right, all of that. That's what y'all need to be doing. Probably for the next 3 days. From like 6 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the evening. And make y'all think about what did y'all do wrong in that game. Because there's no way we should be sitting on the couch. But we are. And the 49ers going. They're going to face Green Bay. And that's going to be interesting. But they was a little more hungry. I think it was a lackluster performance all around with the Cowboys teams. Just was sloppy football. Pop Warner. Dallas played Pop Warner football yesterday. And I'm embarrassed. And I ain't wearing none of that Cowboys shit for a minute. Because that's how embarrassed I am. Pop Warner. And no, I'm not wearing my shit whether I win, lose, or draw. But this, come on now. Number 3 fell to number 6. I think the 49ers number 6. Number 3 fell to number 6. Couldn't even do the least. The Steelers woke Mahomes up when they was putting pressure on him. We put no pressure on the 49ers quarterback, on Jimmy at all. Garoppolo. We didn't put no pressure. Why? No pressure to try to get the ball to something or stop. We needed a turnover. And nobody was trying to force a turnover. When you down like that, you need a turnover. It was just... And I hope Jerry Jones had y'all in his office early this morning. We got on the phone and said we need to talk. Especially you offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. Some of the calls y'all made was not the right calls. You cannot win championships by not taking risks. You should have went for it on the 4th and down. Unless you don't trust your quarterback or you don't trust your team. And that's up to Dak to understand. No, I probably wouldn't have trust Zeke with the ball on that 4th going for it, because the way he been playing, he's suspect. You got a better chance putting it in the air and getting it, or Dak running for it and getting it. But I wouldn't trust Zeke with it. Zeke, you looking like Jerry Kids. Y'all need to put him 2nd string and make Pollard 1st. He need to play behind Pollard. Make him earn his position back. That's what y'all need to do at camp. Tell him his position gone. Make him earn his position back. If he want it bad enough, he'll get it back. If he want it bad enough, he'll get it back. That's what y'all need to do, because he ain't doing nothing. So don't even compare him to the great. Please don't compare him to Emmitt Smith anymore, because he don't have it. He don't have it. I'm not seeing it. I don't know if paid him too soon once he got that little money, signed that contract. It all went bye-bye, because he was playing, and all of a sudden it's just nothing. Come on now. No. I want to see something different. McCarthy, you're known for a coach to take chances. I don't know if this Jerry running doing some of the involvement coaching instead of letting you make that call to go for it. I don't understand it. Seeing you when you was over the Green Bay and stuff like that, you took chances on stuff. So I'm not understanding why twice on them 4th down didn't go for it. I could see early on in the quarters, but in the 4th quarter, that was go for it. And why we didn't go for the 2? It could have been a 5-point game. Why we didn't go for the 2? It just, somebody, please explain to me If anybody watched the same game I watched, explain to me if you saw something different or know something different or saw it at a better angle or what happened or why they didn't make these calls. Explain it to me because I would like to know. Inquiring minds want to know, and I really want to know. And since y'all played Pop Warner football last night, offense and defense, and offensive line, we got the weakest. I'm saying you heard it here. Everyone, you heard it here. This is a diehard Cowboys fan. And because I'm a diehard Cowboys fan, I can talk about their ass like I want to. And you heard it here first. I'm giving all of y'all citations. Every last, the way y'all played, I'm giving y'all citations. And we have the weakest offensive line in the league by far. And that's saying a lot. Because y'all know they got some sorry teams out there in the league. One being the Jets. But we have the weakest offensive line in the league. Everybody healthy. Tom Brady have his members ain't even healthy, and they lying. They protect him better than that. God dog. Really? And all the penalties. What y'all jumping our sides for? Fausto, why? Somebody please. Weakest in the league, the offensive line. Because you were supposed to protect your quarterback. If y'all can't protect them rushers coming in there, get out the way. Let somebody else take y'all job. Because that's BS. Played all hard all this year long. And to get here, deflates. Please explain to me why. That's all I want to know is why. So, Jerry Jones, please. McCarthy is a good coach. But I'm going to need you to stop coaching and play your role, be the owner, and let him coach. Because I believe he probably would have made a few different phone calls in that game, but, you know, that's how y'all talking. You might say, no, you want to do this, do that. Or the sons, maybe your sons have a little call in there. Do y'all, daddy, let y'all make some decisions? If so, tell y'all daddy to sit down and be quiet. Because we can get there past round 1. That's all I want. Next year, are we going to get there? Get me past round 1. You get me past round 1 in the playoffs, might be all right. But we need to play again. And it needs to be consistency. Not 1 week, we good. The next week, we in 2 or 3. And then the 4th week, come on, Dallas. Got to be better. It has to be better. I'm still holding on. Still got faith. But right now, I'm sending y'all to jail for that performance y'all did. It was BS. It's lackluster. The penalties. It's just, right now I'm not even this week, just for this week, I'm not a Dallas Cowboys fan. For the simple fact, how y'all played and embarrassed. Against one of our long-time rivalries, the 49ers, of all people. And look how they ranked. But they came, no games. They weren't playing no games. Their defense was not playing no games with us. They wasn't. Their offense was like, their defense wasn't playing no game. They kept us on the field. The defense, y'all got tired. As much as y'all stayed on the field, y'all stayed on the field a lot. They wore their clock up. they took advantage. They held the ball. They kept the ball, all of that. And so I don't understand 49ers why y'all going to get rid of that quarterback. Because he played pretty damn good to me. But who knows? Well, y'all just can't get the points because y'all should have put points up there. That's the only thing I see 49ers. Y'all can't put them points on that board. And that's what y'all need to do. Because if we get right and do what we supposed to do, y'all wouldn't have won that game. But shoulda, coulda, woulda, hope. Next year, this is the Cowboys. Hopefully we'll make it next year. And we'll see. Hats off to the 49ers. They did that. I commend them. I'm not a hater. I'm going to congratulate. Though I'm pissed off by seeing my brother talk a whole bunch of shit. And no, I don't want no 49ers fucking jersey at all. I'm going to stick with my Cowboys. I'm going to ride with them. Sitting on the couch. And let's see who else going to be knocked off next week. I'll come back later. Or probably tomorrow and talk about the other playoff games. But I had to do one specifically only with Dallas Cowboys and the 49ers. I know everybody is talking about Dallas, especially Stephen A. Because he don't like Dallas. And I wish we would have won that game. Because I was going to say Stephen A. For anybody that sees Stephen A. if he come through Texas, tell him he's banned from Texas, and then he can't even fly, he can't even drive through Texas. He got to go around and just ride him like a rodeo all the way out of goddamn Texas. But as of right now, Stephen A., you still welcome in Texas, because we did it to ourselves. So, no, he's talking shit. I know all the haters all year long, y'all was quiet. Y'all was really quiet. And here it go. So go ahead and have y'all fun. Talk y'all shit. And we'll see next year what it'll be. DC for L. Dallas Cowboys for life.